Greetings, YouTube. Although I don't even know if I should start this video with Greetings, YouTube, because Greetings, YouTube is a message that implies a positive, optimistic, friendly tone, and this video is not going to be that. This video is hopefully going to be a wake-up call to many, unfortunately, of the members of this community. And when I say many, I'm not saying it's like a ton of people. It's just more than has been brought up to me ever in the 5+ years I've been doing this and the 7 years I've been playing the game. Basically, I have intentionally stayed ignorant of even knowing what the heck this program is because it seems like instant death for an account when you run it. And apparently it's free. I guess like it's important to know enough about something to know why it's dangerous, but not enough to be tempted by it. Because look, Act 7 is out, right? We have so much content now that takes a lot of units and a lot of time, but the rewards are really good. Everything from the Abyss, which is now a staple, to Act 6 and Act 7 exploration, to variants, you name it. And even with the best rosters and the best skills, it's still going to take a lot of time and certainly a lot of units, or at least a lot of potions and revives that were farmed to clear it. And so it is natural when people don't have the time or the money or the units where they will look for a way to get around that. Now, there have been so many reports lately that the way to do that in the arena is just to hire somebody to do arena fights. In fact, with the arena high scores, as crazy as they were for Omega Sentinel, some of you told me you believe at least half those spots were from people who weren't really those people. Now, that is a problem, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. But I also know that it feels like it's been going on since the beginning of time, but especially since the new 6-star basic and 6-star featured arena. Kabam has done some really good things this year with retroactively giving people who were close to the top 100, especially in the 6-star basic and featured, those champions when they find people did excessively shady things to get the champion that they obtained. And so Kabam is making strides to help out with that problem, and I don't want to sit here and not give them the credit that they deserve. But maybe a bigger problem, at least in terms of just red flagging your account forever, is downloading a modification of the game that makes it to where you can breeze through content in a way that the game was never intended to be played. Everything from one-hit KOs, which remind me of when I used to play Super Smash Brothers, and the damage would be like 200%. It would be sudden death, and then you punch somebody and they just, flew across the screen, to having the game run without you. I mean, that's been part of the fear of the arena, right? You have these robots that run the arena where robots don't need to sleep. They can just run it over and over and over again. And I'm ignorant of how that works, but I know from what Kabam has said on the forums and what some of you have told me behind the scenes that, yeah, people do it. YouTube has made this problem worse. What you're seeing in front of you is a message from a video that was encouraging terms of service behavior to be violations, at least, and then enough people complained, thank you, and the account got pulled and the video got pulled. And I guess this is what happens when YouTube does that. This video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated. So when I read that, I don't know if that's YouTube saying we deleted the account or if they deleted the account themselves. But either way, the account is gone. Maybe it's a combination of both. I'm doing this because as the pressure builds, and who knows, Wallet Breaker or whatever we're going to call the next title after Throne Breaker, that appears to be on the horizon. I still think it's logical for that to be the next step in 2022. Probably not before July 4th sale, certainly not before spring cleaning, but logically before Cyber Weekend in November. You have people who want to get the best offers, the best rewards, the best daily cards, the best monthly calendars, etc. It's hard for me to believe that that's not a really big effort for Kabam to do that, because keep in mind, then we would have the Grandmaster Crystal every day, the Cavalier Crystal every day, and whatever this is, right? We don't even have a Cavalier daily special past what it is. I mean, we don't have a Thronebreaker daily special, right? We don't have Thronebreaker crystals. The weird thing is we always get the crystal that's a progression before the max. If we had Thronebreaker featured crystals, surely 3 stars wouldn't be in them, and the drop rates of 5 stars would probably be maybe 30 to 40%, and 6 stars might be as high as 10%. But Kabam doesn't want to break the economy of the game, which is why they've refused to do that. All in all, I am worried about people who are scammed into downloading the software. Anytime somebody contacts me and says, Prof, Kabam banned me and I didn't do anything wrong, 99.9% of the time, it's just a lie. They had a right to be banned, and the only time I've ever seen that not be the case was when people were using Quake so perfectly it looked like they were modding the game. But other than that, if you hear the name BlueStacks, if you see it anywhere, run. If you care about your account, it will be the death of it. And the people who run those mod channels on YouTube or Reddit or wherever you find the information, they don't care about you. They don't care about your account, especially if they can charge you for a patch or anything else. So I am concerned about the future of the game with this report. I've seen more and more people contact me who are freaking out because they got banned, either a temporary or a permanent ban. And when I inquire about this program, there's usually awkward silence followed by, well, it didn't even help me. Well, you can't bring a gun into a bank, attempt to rob it, have the robbery fail, and then say, I didn't even get any money out of it. The attempt was still made. That's the crime. And the time on this is temporary ban if you're lucky, but a lot of times it's permanent. So be wary. I know it's tempting to want to cut corners and make the game easier, but Kabam has done a really good job over the years of wising up to a lot of this behavior, and it's not worth risking your account over.